Tate DMR Evolution is about understanding the many ways a customer can migrate to DMR with Tate. We created the DMR Evolution Map to help illustrate the flexibility of the Tate DMR offering. Our goal is to help our dealers understand the paths offered by Tate DMR in a quick, simple way. We have three main objectives: open the door for conversation with a much wider customer base, show the simplicity with which customers can migrate, and demonstrate how it can be done cost-effectively. The DMR Evolution Map shows that customers can migrate in small, cost-effective steps as their budget and requirements allow while still enjoying the benefits of digital. We have laid out these migration options in 7 steps. Step 1 is the infrastructure refresh. This situation applies to a customer who is already using one of our analog repeaters and wants to upgrade it. To do so, we would take the existing repeater and replace it with a DMR-capable repeater that continues to operate in analog. As long as the customer doesn't have anything too customized, the upgrade is functional straight away. The customer will get all of the same functionality they previously had, with the added benefits of the IP connection for enhanced diagnostics. Step 2 takes the customer from analog conventional to single-site DMR Tier 2. This customer will either have already done an infrastructure refresh or wants to jump straight into DMR Tier 2. If they've already done the infrastructure refresh, it's just a case of adding a license to a base station to make sure that the terminal is DMR Tier 2 capable. This is minimal cost and minimal effort, and they get all of the benefits of digital straight away. Step 3 takes the customer from analog conventional to multi-site DMR Tier 2. This step is very similar to the previous step, but the difference here is that they get the benefits of extra capacity, including multi-site calls and wider area groups. Along with the licenses for DMR Tier 2 capability required in Step 2, the only additional equipment needed for this step is a node controller. This gives them all of the control you'd gain from a full trunking system. Step 4 takes the customer from single to multi-site DMR Tier 2. This customer would already have a Tate DMR Tier 2 repeater as a single site and wants to extend their coverage further. This is achieved simply by adding additional equipment in the node controller and additional base stations, giving the customer a full multi-site Tier 2 system. Costs here lie in the additional hardware, but the customer does get a lot of extra features with it. Step 5 takes the customer from analog conventional to single-site DMR Tier 3. This customer is currently running analog base stations and wants to go straight to a trunking system for the spectral efficiency and other benefits. If they are already running a Tate base station, this upgrade is simply the addition of a software key in the radio. As long as their terminals are DMR Tier 3 capable, the upgrade is functional straight away. Step 6 takes the customer from single-site DMR Tier 2 to single-site DMR Tier 3. This is similar to the previous step, where it is just a license key in the base station for a customer who has already got DMR Tier 3 capable terminals. If they are Tate DMR Tier 3 terminals, it is just a case of adding an SFE key to the radio, and the system will be full Tier 3 capable. Step 7 takes the customer from single-site DMR Tier 3 to multi-site DMR Tier 3. This customer will have a single-site DMR Tier 3 trunking system in place. They'll typically not have any of the user diagnostics, but the upgrade will turn it into a full Tier 3 system, giving them fleet management, dispatch interfaces, telephone interconnect, and high availability. No change at all is required in terminals. In terms of hardware, it's simply the addition of a node controller and extra base stations. While all of these steps open up many possibilities, the key is understanding the customer's story, where they are now and where they want to go in the future. The aim is to opt for what's best for them and use it to open the door for future opportunities.